Hey, what's up guys, Jack here, and today
Yes. Welcome back, Dr. Hart. Good to see you, brother.
Good to be here, man.
Pull this sucker right up to you right there.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
I was in Mexico City, and in my hotel room, and there's only like 2 different channels that speak English, so I'm forced to watch Fox News. And I saw you on the Bill O'Reilly show, those clusterfuck shows where they have one person, like Bill O'Reilly's the host, and then they have all these boxes with all these different people, and everybody's talking over everybody, and the whole thing only lasts like 3 minutes, and they're tackling these complex subjects. You got maybe like a half a sentence out before you got interrupted. I don't even remember what the topic was. It must have had something to do with drugs and addiction. They brought you on, right?
Yeah, I think that episode was drugs and texting addiction. So
Texting addiction? Really? That's what it was?
It degenerated into texting addiction, yeah.
What is the damage? What's that mean?
Jesus Christ. I thought it was marijuana or something. I don't
know. It was marijuana initially, right? Because we were concerned about, well, they were concerned about the supposed high number of marijuana users, the new high number.
Right.
And then the thing is that I was trying to make clear that the numbers of marijuana users
that's
today
fantastic.
is considerably lower than what they were in 1978 or 1980. But they weren't aware of the information from 1978 or 1980.
Does not tell me what he's doing.
Per capita, because there's so many more people now.
No, it was percentage of, in this case, the percentage of high school students who were reporting marijuana use in the past 30 days or the past year.
Okay, because like I recently found out that there's 100 million less Americans in 1970 than there are today.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
That is fucking crazy. If you really stop and think about that, I mean, 40 whatever years ago, 100 million less people.
Yeah, we're still growing. Yeah.
God, we're fucking crazy. We can't keep this up. That's ridiculous. So they were smoking more pot back then. More kids, higher percentage.
Yeah, the highest percentage of Americans who were smoking or using any illegal drug was about 1978 and 1980. About that time period, it hasn't been anywhere near that high today.
It was probably like right after the Nixon administration. Like that fucking idiot probably had everybody just doing drugs. When you got a president that's that messed up, gets busted with, you know, Watergate and, you know, all the foolishness involved in his administration, I bet he led people to drugs.
Well, you know, there's a whole lot of theories about it, but, you know, one of the theories is that people became distrustful of government and things that government was saying. So not only that, kids were experimenting in the 60s, and this was later in the 70s. They were still experimenting and being distrustful of the government. So it's not surprising, but the thing is that even then, drug use rates weren't that high, really. I mean, because the people who were using marijuana at the time, they're now running the country. They're now doing, they're in these responsible positions, and they're doing about as well as previous generations. And so it's not a big deal that people use drugs. In fact, you know, I'm working on a new book, and the thing is that what I'm going to argue in the new book is that more people should be using drugs.
Like, well, when you say more people should be using drugs, here's the thing about, I hate the term. There's 2 terms that I have a real problem with. I don't hate them, but I think they're weighted. Addiction is one of them, and drugs is another one. Yeah. Because addiction is like when you start talking about being addicted to texting. I have friends that are definitely are inclined to check their phone way too much. Like they feel compelled when they're in traffic. They can feel like there's a red light, and they're like, "Oh, good, let me check my phone." Like I'm at a red light. Like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is going on? But I think that's an impulse. It's just a foolish pattern of thought. to call that an addiction, and then to call like alcoholism the same thing, where you could literally die if you stop drinking, well, that's crazy. These are not the same things.
Yeah, well, you know, when we think about addiction, it's a simple sort of
FPS drops.
definition that
What
we
the
use in
fuck?
medicine, and the definition is that does it cause you a tremendous amount of distress, and is it disrupting your social, occupational, your family sort of functioning? That's kind of it. I mean, so people can indulge in a behavior every day, multiple times a day, but they're handling their responsibilities and they are not distressed about this behavior. They wouldn't meet criteria for addiction. Whereas somebody could like use alcohol or cocaine or some drug once a month or once a week or what have you, and then they have all of these disruptions surrounding that drug use. And they may meet criteria for addiction, whereas I could be using cocaine every day, but handling my responsibilities, I'm not distressed by it. I don't have these problems that are related to it. I'm not an addict, even though I'm using it every day. So addiction has to do with social disruptions and being distressed, not actual amount of use or how many times you engage in the behavior. But this sort of definition is missed upon many of people in the general population.
Yeah, most people don't think about it that way. Most people think that if you don't use it, if you don't, say if you do something every day. Like I had a friend who was a longshoreman, and he worked with this guy that would shoot heroin every day at lunch. And that always freaked me out because the guy showed up for work every day on time. He was a responsible guy. He was married. He had children. And this guy would get heroin. He would cop every morning. He would go there and he would sit in his truck and he would shoot up, and you know, for however long that lasts, you know, he gets an hour lunch break, and he would come back and go to work. And I would like, every day? He goes, every day. Like I did it every day.
Well, you know, this past summer, the past 3 months or so, I was in Geneva. I just got back in the States, and I was working in a heroin clinic where they administer heroin every day, 7 days a week, twice a day, to people who meet criteria for heroin addiction. And when I say they administer heroin, I don't mean like small doses. I mean doses that go up to like a gram a day, 1,000 milligrams a day, a lot more than what people use here in the States typically. And these people who are getting heroin every day, a large percentage of them also go to work. A large percentage of them have families, and they're taking care of their responsibilities. This is their treatment, and this is a treatment that works for them. But their treatment includes 2 daily doses of intravenous heroin, 7 days a week. You know, and so like when I think about, well, one of the reasons I went there and I did this because of the way we think of heroin in this country. We think of it as such an evil drug. And that's just American mythology, and that's just wrong. That's ignorance. But that's how many, including drug experts in this country, think of heroin. But that's just, we have all of this great technology, but we're so ignorant when it comes to many of these drugs.
So heroin administered intravenously on a daily basis is not, it's not devastating?
No.
I suppose I should
In
not.
fact, some people would do better by having a daily dose of heroin or another opiate. No, it's not devastating.
See, even me,
Yeah.
I would go, fuck, man, that's gotta fuck you up. Like taking heroin every day.
Yeah, and it's been this whole journey, man. Since I saw you last time, I've been all over the world, and this whole journey to see what people do with drugs, or what drugs they're using and how they do it. It's been so eye-opening, even for me, someone who has spent their life studying drugs, and I'm learning so much more now. But the Swiss experience, but the Dutch also do this. There's some parts of Germany that does this. They have small programs. In the UK, they had small programs. There are other countries, but the Swiss by far have the biggest program, and they've been the most successful. They've been doing this for more than 20 years now. And they started doing this in response to HIV concern. People were worried about folks getting HIV, so they had to do something. They had to have clean needles. We had to make sure that the drugs were pure. So they were worried about death, HIV, all of those things. And this was the rational response, where they put it in a medical community where people got treatment along with their heroin. And they have no plans of going back, nor should they, because it works.
Boy, that's hard for Americans to swallow, right? And is it because of all the propaganda we've been fed? Is it because just of misinformation? I mean, you would say propaganda, but even me, someone who's a pro-drug for the most part person, I would say, God, heroin every day is probably going to fuck you up.
Yeah, I mean, but you raise a good question. Is that part of the propaganda? I don't know. I mean, obviously there are people who use this as part of propaganda, but in part, but not. I don't think they're trying to use it as propaganda. I think they're ignorant, and they're closed, many people. But then there are other people. Just think about some of the films, Train Spotting. You think of a number of these films. All of those films now can't use that salacious story anymore to grip us. It's not reality, but it makes great films. It makes great sort of subjects for documentaries. When we think about musical heroes and people who say, well, they were misunderstood, so they used heroin. They weren't. That's not. I mean, they use heroin because it's a rational sort of use of the drug. When you think about its ability to decrease anxiety, its ability to like make people or have people relaxed and just be in a space where they finally can get some peace. When you think about all of the things that many of these sort of musical icons or these great artists have to deal with.
What you got to say?
Frustrating because nothing works properly. There are no good mobile phones.
2, 1. Boom. Milo's only been here for 5 minutes. We've already discussed cocaine, radical feminism, radical progressives that want to take over the world, prescription drugs, tight shirts. We've gone the full gamut.
We have.
We really have, and it's fresh. It's young and fresh. We've already gone the full gamut. I found out about you. I guess it was somebody just. I get a lot of interesting stuff tweeted at me, and I read one of your Breitbart pieces, and I was like, "Check this motherfucker out!" And then I found out that you're gay and you're a part of this Gamergate, but you're in the game. You were on the side of the people that were not the ultra progressives.
Amazing.
Like. And then you were in these debates against these radical feminism chicks and shutting them down, and I was like,
you were very kind about me. You've played some videos.
Look at this motherfucker. You're a unicorn. Like, they don't like people like you.
I'm not supposed to exist.
No,
according to the progressive
not.
rules of the universe, I should not be.
Yeah, you should. You're not supposed to be like fairly buttoned down and conservative and fair. Well, also factually correct. Like all the stuff that the thing that I'd seen that you got in this argument about why certain women gravitate towards certain jobs and men gravitate towards jobs, and this idea that a lot of this is just cultural. A lot of this is something that we're pushing upon young men and not young women. And you were like, well, this isn't the case at all.
No, it isn't.
But it's hilarious to watch someone confronted by, like, they expect that to come from a me. They expect it to come from some meathead looking.
I look like I ought to be supporting them.
Exactly.
You know?
And on paper. Like,
on paper I should. You know,
yes.
I'm a metropolitan.
Yes.
Under other circumstances I would be a liberal. I'm a homosexual.
Yes.
I like pop culture, you know, all of those things. I shouldn't really exist, but I do, unfortunately for them.
1/10 of your tweets are about how fabulous your hair is?
Yes, or black dick, you know, one of those things. Any of those subjects, you know, it's hair or, you know, the men that I'm into. It's very, very difficult for them to beat me for one simple reason, which is they've never been questioned, they've never been called on any of their stuff by anybody serious or anybody who doesn't conform to the progressive rules of identity politics. So when they come for me, the usual response from a feminist to anybody bringing facts or a serious counter-argument is simply to dismiss them as a sexist or a bigot or a misogynist. It's really tough to make that allegation against me. I love women. All my friends are women. I don't have a dog in the fight, sexually speaking. I don't care if, you know, I won't want to bang them whatever size they are or however they behave. So they don't have that over me. And it's very, very difficult to come up against a guy that you cannot make a convincing argument of bigotry against. So you have to argue on the facts, and of course the facts are on my side.
Well, that's what the deal is. They can't dismiss you instantaneously because of what you represent. Because what you represent, they're like, well, look, we got the dirt on him. He's gay and he's fabulous. Shit!
What are we going to do?
What are we going to do?
What are we going to do? Well, this is the first thing. Once you start to hit the radar, you get calls from friends who say, so this person emailed me trying to check you out. This happened to me about a year ago. So I sort of hit I've been a journalist for 10 years. I've done some good stuff, broken some big stories, but I never really kind of crossed over into entertainment into the mainstream. It just started to happen about a year ago. And I started to get emails from friends, and they were saying, so what's going on here? Like, people keep emailing me, asking me about you, like trying to ask, like, back in 2011, did he really do this? And what I realized is when they've recognize you as a threat, when they identify you as somebody who could do them damage, they start going on maneuvers, trying to find out everything about you, trying to find out what the worst stuff they have on you is, so that they can dismiss you as a bigot or a sexist or a neo-Nazi or whatever they can come up with, anything they can grasp at, because their strategy is to dismiss the speaker by attacking the speaker's credibility, because that way they never have to even consider the merits of the argument.
Yes.
They haven't been able to do that with me, which is why feminists now refuse to debate me on TV, because they know they'll lose. They can't bring out they've got this battery of dismissal tactics that they've amassed over the last 30 years, and they've got so complacent because they've never had, you know, a sassy gay person come up and say, you're talking bullshit and you're hurting men and here are the facts. They've never had it before, so they've never built up an arsenal to fight it. You know, so this is why I win and why I'll keep winning, because they don't really know how to deal you know, with an argument on its own merits, and in any case, of course, the facts are on our side.
Well, it's also this conversation that we're having right now is about war. You're saying winning and losing, and they're taking tactics and strategies to look up dirt on the opposition.
Yeah.
They're treating this as this is an ideological war. It's not a debate about the facts of the issue.
And I think that's part of it, because the left has always seen this as a war, and the gender warriors, you know, have always been warriors. They've always seen this in strategic terms. I'm not sure. Conservatives are naturally more self-effacing. Conservatives tend to be a little bit cool, a little bit more chill about things. They kind of don't really want to get involved
Do you really
in big
believe
drama.
that, though? How do you explain Ted Cruz?
I think they get very angry about things.
How do you explain Ted Cruz?
Well, I'm not saying all conservatives.
How do you explain what's her name, the Palin chick, Sarah Palin? How do you explain that?
But these are the outliners that even most conservatives find these people a bit much.
Mike Huckabee? I think that guy's in. Isn't he in?
Who knows?
How do you
He's so much fatter now. He was hot when he ran last time. Well, ish. I mean, you know,
He got lazy. Got that cushy TV gig.
He got so fat. He got so fat. I can't vote for anyone that fat.
Not enough rock and rolling.
I want Marco Rubio, just because he's hot, you know. If we can't have Trump, then I want Rubio.
I don't think that... I think people are silly. So whether or not it's a conservative thing or a liberal thing, I think there's a vast majority of people that are not very good at looking at themselves, and they're not very good at looking at the momentum of their actions. They just think that they're right because this is what they've been saying for so long. And I think that's one of the most horrific things about these conversations that these women get in with you about. Because like when they're talking about what they think are social constructs, things like gender identities and the way people be, and when you shatter that with the facts, they're looking for some other weapons, and there's nothing there.
No, and you see it in their eyes, you know.
Right, because it's not really a debate about the idea itself. It's just not.
What it's not. What it's about is gender warfare. That's why people like Christina Hofstadter call them gender warriors, because these aren't people who want any kind of social justice, as they say. These are people who just hate men. Well, they hate men. They want to hurt men. They don't want equality for women. They want superiority for women, whether it's architected into the education system or, you know, affirmative action or whatever it is. They don't want equality. They want superiority. And fundamentally, a lot of this, you know, these crazy extremists, you know, progressive third-wave feminists, today's version of feminism, it basically boils down to misandry. And it takes a gay guy, because it's so dangerous for men to even broach this subject anymore, and any man with a mainstream job puts that at risk by even talking on the subject, no matter what his opinion is. It takes a gay guy to go on, you know, Sky News in the UK and say, I'm sorry, the facts are not on your side and what you're doing is damaging to women. It's, to me, really an indictment on debate in our public square, that it is so dangerous for a man to even express an opinion on this subject that it takes a fag to go and stick up for heterosexuals.
Take care.
I mean, you know, if other men could say this, they would be, but they can't, because they would they risk their careers. Well, feminists are always talking about silencing. The only people I see silenced are men.
Well, that is true. There's a lot of doxing and going after people, and a lot of anger when it comes to all this stuff. But I think what you have in many cases, when you see this kind of like disjointed, illogical sort of way of thinking, I think you have people that are assholes that find a cause that gives them the green light to be an asshole.
Well, I've written about this, you know, I agree with you. I think, no disrespect to any particular church, but I think it's reasonable to say 50 years ago, if you were a bully, if you were a sociopath, you wanted to take it out on other people, you wanted to wreak harm on the world that you thought would hurt you, a reasonably good way of doing that would be to join the clergy. And many people did. And I think, you know, most of us who are religious, who have religious families, know stories like that. These days, you're better off getting a job at Gawker. You know, if you want to bully somebody, if you really want to hurt them, if you have some sort of internal chaos or damage, and you want to impose order on the world outside because you feel so confused and broken and messy, the best way to do it today is to become a social justice warrior, because not only do you get the same kind of status in society the clergy would have done 50 years ago, but you also get media platforms, you get money, you get approval, you get applause, and if you layer on these new tactics of, you know, fake abuse and fake harassment and, you know, these terrible men coming for me on the internet and stuff, you can make quite a lot of money too.
What do you want? Yeah, you can form a Patreon page. And people just send you
the old
money
joke
to do
is the Patreon page. Isn't it?
What is that? It's like like a crowdfund me for my ideas.
It's kind of
right?
like, so in the old days you'd have patrons of the arts, and they would be, you know, like a prince or some rich guy, or maybe maybe a little later in history it would be a mercantile patron. In the way that many industrialists and bankers still give a lot of money to their local opera house or something like that. So Patreon is a way of turning that open into crowdfunding. So your patron becomes a load of people, all of whom give you a little bit of money.
Right.
So it's in theory quite a respectable and interesting way of funding the arts. In principle, there's nothing wrong with it, but it seems to become colonized by people who are raising money on the basis of sympathy rather than anything they actually create. So it's what I've noticed in my reporting on this is the vast majority of people begging for money on Patreon, as far as I can tell. I'm sure Patreon will tell me, you know, most of the money on their platform goes to creative projects, but as far as I can tell, it's, you know, people bleating for sympathy, you know, fishing for empathy. There's a lot of women on there claiming to be, you know, claiming that their lives are being ruined by men. You actually look into it, I can't find the tweets they're talking about. You know, and it's a way for, I mean, there's this great tweet by what's an Airport, who is like a Gamergate supporter, and I'm going to remember it wrongly, but it's something along the lines of, you know, every day on the internet some goony beard man, you know, promises to be nice to a social justice warrior in the hope of a wank or the hope of a blowjob or something like that, you know, and it's these guys who just sort of throw a $5 or throw a $10 a month, you know, $20 a month to this video games developer who's never produced anything in her life, but claims she's getting harassed and claims she's getting threats. It's a very, very weird psychological dynamic, and I think it's quite. It's interwoven with the way that feminism has turned women into professional victims, handed them this victimhood script, and most of these women are not really to blame. They're not kind of these aren't horrible sociopathic, you know, warmongers. These aren't people who really hate men. They're just a bit miserable, and they've reached for, you know, the nearest victimhood script available to them, because we live in a culture where, you know, victimhood is the most valuable currency that you can amass. And so they go out, they advertise what a terrible life they have and how awful people are to them on the internet, and they ask men, mainly it's women asking for money from men, you know, effectively for sympathy dollars. It's incredibly demeaning. It's incredibly, you know, to the human spirit, you know, aside from anything else. You know, you're basically telling these women that they have more value as whingers and liars and gender warriors than they do as creators or mothers. And I find that hugely destructive.
I think that what we're talking about, as far as like people that are assholes that just latch on to a cause, and then that if you go to their page, like there's so many of them that write blogs, and you go to their blog, and their blog is just an attack blog. Yeah. It's just consistent attacks on people that don't share their ideas or have differing ideas.
I've coined a term for this.
What is it?
I've coined a term for this, quantum superstate feminism, and it is feminism that exists at once as aggressor and victim. It is simultaneously and at all times aggressor and victim, and it describes these women who go out like lobbing shit at people. And then instantly turn into damsels in distress when they see their own language returned in kind. You know, quite often returned at greater volume, because what they're saying is ridiculous and offensive, and people get annoyed about it, perfectly reasonably. And also, if you create an environment in which it's fine to say anything you want about men, it's fine to say kill all white men, it's fine to publish articles in, you know, in mainstream new media publications about how to hurt men and all the rest of it, sort of stuff that Jezebel publishes.
Who was the woman recently, the Google Ideas woman, that had that tweet about she eats men for breakfast?
But I think you're talking about Randy Harper.
Can you imagine if a guy wrote that down? I eat women for breakfast.
Well, do you know some men do speak to women like that? Like some of the men's rights activists
on Twitter.
Well, yes, but do you know why men's rights activists are so rude to women?
Because they're assholes.
Well, no. What they're doing is, you know, women have for 30 years said, treat us like men. We're just like men. We're just the same. Treat us like men. You
Have
know,
they
we can
really,
do everything
though?
that men can do. Yeah, you can do everything that men can do. Men's rights activists just take them at their word. And the way taunting is how men bond.
Yeah,
you know?
but you're fucking
men
around
are
now. That's not what they're doing. That's not what they're doing. They're not trying to bond with these women. They're trying to hurt them.
Well, I think what they're doing is
Don't you think?
taking at face value this demand for us to treat women, I say us, for them to treat women, just like they would their buddies down the pub. Well, if you've ever actually been to a pub when you're hearing men like out playing snooker or whatever, they're fucking awful to each other.
Yeah, but I don't,
not as bad
I
as
don't
women
buy
to each
that.
other.
I think they're doing exactly the same thing they don't want these women doing. Everyone's just being a cunt. It's just like take away the gender. It's the men are being cunts, women are being cunts. People are reaching through these internet lines trying to hurt each other. That's what they're doing.
I think it's true, and I'm not totally on board with the whole meninist men's rights
I'm not into it
movement.
either. I don't
because
buy it
I
up for a
think
second. I think anybody who spends so much time working on their approval of their own gender, like we're supporting our own gender. Like there's a lot of dudes that are pieces of shit. There's a lot of women that are assholes. It's just
I think part of the problem is that they sort of become feminists in reverse, and they use the same tactics. They like to language police. They also, I mean, it's amazing. You go on some of these communities in Reddit, and you read some of these blogs, and they're sort of, they're like fainting couch men's rights activists. Okay, so I have a friend, Julie Bindel, who's very, very funny. She's a lesbian. She's basically this dyke feminist. She hates men. She made this joke, and it's kind of like the sort of joke I would make. She said, we should put all men in internment camps. They could have visitation once a month. We'll have guards, and they could just stay in camps until they learn how to behave. If I said that about women, the whole manosphere, as it were, would be like applauding. They'd think it was hilarious. But because she said it in a similar level of jest, suddenly it was this disgusting, outrageous thing. Feminist says men should be put in concentration camps. And I was like, bitches, really? Are you fucking kidding me? This is exactly what feminists do. You are taking a joke, you're pretending to take it seriously, and then you're starting an outrage circus about it. And I was like, for fuck's sake, I am out.
it's recreational outrage.
Yes, it is.
That's what it is.
And isn't that what this is supposed to be like fighting against? I'm in this because I'm like a cultural libertarian, as my colleague Alan Bukhari puts it. I believe in classical liberalism, freedom of speech, freedom of thought, freedom of expression. I don't care what you believe. I just want you to have. I want to be able to interrogate your ideas in the public square. But this outrage circus that so many men seem to be getting involved in, and the way they treat, they call circumcision male genital mutilation. I'm like, go for it.
But wait a minute, isn't it? You're cutting a baby's dick.
You're one of those, are you?
But no, I'm just saying. I mean, it is.
Look, I'm going to...
right? It's cutting skin.
Well, I'm in favour of
baby.
it purely on aesthetic grounds.
I can understand
I have to
that.
have these things in my mouth, okay?
I can understand that. From your point of view, I can understand that. But from the baby, I think the baby should be able to make the decision.
It's much more painful if you have it done later in life. No, I have a... I have a view I know lots of men don't like on this issue, and it's simply that, it's just good grooming, frankly. We expect women go under. I'm serious. Women go under the knife and have boob jobs and all the rest of it. Why can't men make their penises attractive?
Sexual procedure that comes close to the numbers of babies that get circumcised. That's done to female girls.
You're one of these people. I mean, I just
but
think
no,
I think these circumcised haters
girls?
like Berthas. They're just weird. But I think I'm in the minority here. I'm sorry to offend you, but I think I'm in the minority here. But I just can't imagine why any man wouldn't want lots and lots of really good blowjobs because
well, apparently it feels better when the skin is on.
No. It's so much.
How do you know unless you've done both?
Well, because I've got feedback from. I have a large.
It's all anecdotal evidence.
Put it this way:
sir.
I've got a large sample size.
You just like the way they look better when it's all trimmed up nice.
Yeah, well, so does every other woman, which is
fine.
That's what I'm telling you. So women like it better too.
It's a choice based a lot on what we're used to.
It's horrible having it done later in life. It's not nice.
Good. They should suffer. Nice. If you're fucking dumb enough to get your dick skin cut off when you're 30, I hope it hurts.
We
for a month.
can't agree on this. You don't have to suck one of these things, okay? That's all I'm going to say. We should leave it there. You don't have to suck it.
I would like to believe that I have the same approach that I do to vaginas. Like if a girl had a big vagina lips, I wouldn't say, you shouldn't get that shit cut off. I think the way it looks now is horrifying. No, leave it there. That's what it is. It is what it is.
Okay.
It's like big nipples. Like, you're going to get them shrunk down? That's fucking barbaric.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
It's all in the mind, Well,
no. I mean, there are people aren't scrupulously.
Listen, cutting babies' dicks is stupid.
Oh, for God's sake!
It's a baby's dick. You don't have to cut his dick. I mean, you know how many kids lose their dicks every year because of infections and because of the surgery goes wrong? A lot.
I can't win if you're going to take this view. If you're going to take this line, like cutting babies' dicks, I can't win. I can't win against that one.
It's what it is, though.
Right, you know what?
You call it a surgical procedure.
I'm happy to be in the minority on
an
this
aesthetically
one.
pleasing surgical procedure.
You know what? All you
baby cutting.
All you motherfuckers out there who want to keep your foreskin, right? I'm gonna give these world-class blowjobs to the Jews instead.
Congratulations on your world-class blowjobs. My favorite story was my least favorite story, but my favorite story to bring up was a mohel in New York who had herpes, and when they cut the baby's dick in the traditional way, they actually suck on the baby's penis to stop the bleeding. Have you ever seen this?
I've seen.
Have you ever heard articles about this?
Yes,
read things about this?
Yes, I have. Yes.
Yeah, and the kid died because the kid got herpes from the rabbi, the mohel, whatever the fuck his name is.
Pretty horrific.
What a great idea, cutting baby dicks.
Well,
that kid could have grown up to solve cancer or give you head. One of those things. Either one of them could be awesome. Meanwhile, nope, dead baby.
Well, I don't think anyone's going to disagree with you on that particular instance.
Yeah, don't cut baby dicks.
All right.
But how the fuck did we get on baby dicks?
I don't know, but it was inevitable. I mean, you know.
You know, look, there's absolutely a bunch of horrible shit that happens to women on a daily basis. I mean, every time you see these fucking Cosby stories, these women that are coming out of nowhere about Bill Cosby, when women talk about worrying about being drugged, and if you don't know anybody that's actually happened to, or someone close to that's actually happened to, that danger doesn't seem real. So but you see this Bill Cosby thing, and you're like, not only is it real, it's like, here's the guy that was America's the voice of morality for a generation. He was the guy.
What the problem is. There's become such a mania, a moral panic, like the moral panics in history about this stuff, that the genuine victims are starting to be disbelieved. And this is driven by, I'm sorry to say, kind of the sort of progressive, narrative over fact kind of journalism. Sabrina Erdlin, Rolling Stone, you know, all these rapes we hear about, they all seem to unravel within a couple of months.
And that was
so Rolling Stone was UVA, which didn't happen.
University
Mattress Girl at Columbia, didn't happen. Duke Lacrosse, didn't happen. You know, all these things seem to unravel.
But a lot of things have happened. That's the real problem, right?
Well, yes, but we should be, working out how to solve and prevent these crimes better, and the way to do that is not to stage a moral panic in the media, pointing fingers at innocent people. And when you, as was clearly the case with Rolling Stone, sort of sweep under the carpet facts or omissions that throw doubt on your story, because you think this is just something we should be talking about anyway. Whether the specific case, whether we have the details right, this specific case. What happens is when these rape stories or whatever it is successive rape stories get repudiated and debunked, it undermines confidence and trust in anyone who makes that complaint, anyone who says this happened to me.
Right.
And in the back of their head, I think perfectly reasonably, people are thinking, oh yeah, another one. You know, it's not a nice thing, but this can be the effect of a moral panic in the media. It damages the real victims the most, and that's why I've written about this stuff in the past. I think it's also why it's really important to tell the truth about statistics. Now, feminists always have a complicated relationship with the truth.
The big one is the 1 in 4 women have been raped.
Exactly. I mean, this goes all the way up to Obama. Every time you hear it, it seems to get worse. You know, but I think if we extrapolate out, it's going to be like 50 women in 5 gets raped within a second of stepping on campus by 2025. You know, it gets worse every time. It's based on ridiculous studies. I mean, the way this thing I started, I think, Christina Hoff Sommers at the American Enterprise Institute, who I always cite because she's so fantastic and so on point.
She's another unicorn.
So on point
Smart,
about she
educated,
is
feminist
beautiful
lady who hates
and
new feminism.
Clever, and she does have some problems with contemporary feminism and gender warriors. You know, she does a great series, The Factual Feminist. I'm sure a lot of your viewers know already. But you know, she sort of tracked down the original study for this, which was, sample size about 70 people, and an adult education college, which is so completely alien in character. I mean, these people are like 20 years older, and of course there's, adult education colleges, there is a different set of social issues that go along with adult education college than 20-year-olds, undergrads, what do you call them, freshmen, doing a regular degree in college. Sample size was ridiculous. The university was atypical, and this has been extrapolated out to this feminist myth that just won't die, like the gender pay gap as well.
Well, it's also how they define Like, there's people that
Well,
want
the
to
definition of
define
sexual
rape and
the
sexual assault
definition
in
of
very
sexual
strange
assault
ways.
and sexual abuse has been broadened so widely.
Well, it's getting
that
crazy to the
well, in
point
some
where regret.
In some universities, it is part of the university's conduct code that unwanted sexual advances, that means me saying, "You're really pretty, can I buy you a drink?" constitutes sexual harassment. Now, this is just, you know, you're going to have to close down every nightclub in the country. It's just extraordinary, bonkers, you know, crazy stuff. And this is, you know, 30 years of unchallenged feminism, which is why I do what I do, because I think it matters, I think it's important. I talk to guys 20 years old, you know, our age, right? I don't know how old you are, I guess, you know.
48.
Okay, fine. So, I mean, like, you know, you're maybe my dad's, almost at my dad's generation, but anyone your age, even right down to my age, I'm 30, it would have been a bit ridiculous for us to say that, you know, society is architected against men. You know, when we were growing up, it just wasn't the case, and there's no point trying to pretend that it was. But I speak to boys all the time, and I've interviewed, you know, so many of them now, of about 20, who do go through life experiencing this extraordinary sort of architecture, you know, against them, whether it's being, you know, whacked on Adderall at school,
Right.
or more women, you know, getting into university for no good reason, or women, as in a Cornell 2015 study, showed that women have a 2-to-1 advantage going for a STEM job in academia. So being discriminated against because they don't have a vagina. 20-year-old boys do have some serious problems now. And we, you know, we risk not just one, but many lost generations of boys. I call this the Sexodus. I wrote a big 2-parter about this that I think a lot of people were very nice about, and it seemed to go down very well. Yeah, there's some really serious stuff to address here, which is why I do. One of the reasons I do what I do, because I think that's what journalism is supposed to be for. You know, speaking up for people who don't have a platform themselves, and for you know, the establishment has lost sight of and doesn't care about anymore. It's why I think it's important to tell the truth about statistics. You can't help victims if you lie in your first sentence about what the problem is. And there is not a systemic, problematic gender pay gap in the United States or in Europe. There is not an epidemic of rape culture on campus. There is not, you know, a problem in universities or with not enough women going into STEM, into science, technology, or mathematics subjects. All of these things have subtle and sophisticated explanations that, you know, when you take into account human nature and the different choices people make and what women want to do, you realise that this stuff is bunk. But many of these myths simply won't die.
Well, you also have to take into consideration there's a bunch of other variables, right? Like women leaving because they have children, and you have to factor that into the amount of income that they generate.
Well, if you're talking about pay gap, this stuff is based on a misunderstanding between earnings and pay. You can't take all the men in society and all the women in society and do like a two-stage calculation and say, right, well, there's 77% as much money on this side, right? Right. That's not what people mean when they say there's a paid. When you say something there's a wage gap, what they think you mean is women get paid 77 cents on the dollar, you know, and that's the phrase they use to amounts, right? Implying that women get paid less for the same work. That's the implication that they're making through all of this, because they're confusing earnings with wages, right? Earnings with pay. What actually happens is men work longer hours. Men take, even when you control for children, men take fewer holidays, they take shorter holidays, they work longer hours, they make more money for their firms, all the rest of it. Men just work harder. They have longer careers, etc., etc. Women prefer, whether or not they have children, to have a more balanced life. They prefer not to work full-time, they like to work part-time, they, you know, have more of a balanced mixture.
Well, you're saying these in these rash generalizations, because of course there's outliers on both sides. We all know lazy
but this
dudes.
is the way the left argues, like not all women are. Give me a break. You know,
but you know what I'm saying?
You have to speak in generalizations if you're going to communicate.
But isn't it problematic though to do that? Because there are. I mean, I think the term is statistically there are more men that are working longer hours, that are working harder, that generate more money. But to say like men do that, when we all know lazy fucks that just happen to be men.
Well, the reason I do it is that the reason I phrase it exactly like that is that I don't want to, you know, let's not open up the, you know, this whole not all men stuff that the left does, because that is the route into this sort of social conditioning argument. Yeah.
Is it though, or is it just objective?
Well, the point I'm trying to make is that men generally have the following traits, right? And this is reflected in employment statistics and reflected in their earnings.
Have those traits.
Fine, but I mean, you know,
especially when it comes to laziness, there's so many lazy men.
Yeah, sure. There are some lazy men, but there are also men dropping out of society because of, you know, because they feel that there's just no place for them anymore. You know, they've had what they consider to be their role in the family snatched away from them in the last two generations.
Is this a real issue?
Yeah, well, I think I think your generation,
trees.
my generation, sounds ridiculous, but I speak to 20-year-old boys all the time who are saying, I can't be bothered with women. You know, there's this movement, MGTOW, men going their own way. They're actually,
yeah, but who the fuck is involved in that movement?
Well, you say that, but there's a lot of
guys.
No.
Come
you
on.
see, you say that 10 years ago. We'll talk about Five Guys later. 10 years, 10 years ago, sure. But today the numbers are they're blossoming. They're blossoming so fast. And you know, the thing is, men deal reasonably well without women. They don't like to do it. Look, people like us are not going to want for sex, right? Because we're outgoing and ballsy and brash and self-confident, all the rest of it, right? We're not going to have too much of a problem. But there are plenty of men who don't have our self-confidence and who are being, you know, bullied and derided and ridiculed every day in the media. This stuff gets you. People get depressed about this stuff. There's a male suicide epidemic. You know, this is huge.
But isn't there just a
problem
suicide epidemic across the board?
No, the number of female suicides. I mean, it's different statistics in different countries. It differs slightly, but you know, the female numbers aren't really changing. Women are getting more unhappy decade after decade, but they don't actually commit suicide. They never go through with it. And when they try, they fail. You know, they can't even commit suicide properly. As the joke
dare
goes.
you? So they're forcing.
Women are so incompetent they can't even kill themselves properly. No,
so when they get upset,
male,
they're forcing the men to kill themselves.
well, they often. Well, women often write the suicide notes, and then they try to kill themselves, and they fail, or they bottle it at the last minute and call someone saying, "I'm taking some pills." You know, so they never end up dead. But men just, you know, go quiet for a few days and then they just hang themselves. But those numbers are going up. The number of men who are just giving up on relationships, that number is going up.
Well, I can't believe that. See, because then you're factoring in morons.
Look at you, this kind of like, you know, swole media star, probably hangs out with, you know, good-looking, fashionable people, all got girlfriends, you know, banging hot girls. It's not. Sorry, I just had a moment then. No, it's not your world.
Meanwhile, married, kids.
Yeah, whatever.
The whole deal.
No, I don't know. I don't need to know what you get up to. But you know, this is not.
I know what you're saying.
This is not the case.
There's going to be some unhappy people.
And it's not some unhappy people. This is not
the case. I just can't see that there's islands of men out there by themselves, just alone, just giving up and crying.
They need you, so you should pay more attention to them. And you should listen to them when they're speaking to you, because they need people like you.
Come on, man. This is a small amount.
What I'm talking about. Is it
retards.
really down to me? Is it going to be this fucking British queer who's going to stick up for these guys when even you won't stick up for them? Even you won't stick up for these men. I mean, you know,
toughen up, bitches. This is what they need to do. They don't need to drop out of society.
Popular man's radio host in America, and you won't stick up for these guys. I mean, my God, what am I supposed to do?
Go camp outside. No cell phone. Like a fucking man out in the woods.
This is why I have the fucking media beating down my door, because even you guys won't stick up for men anymore.
You can't just coddle them like that. If they really want to drive, well, girl, it's too hard with girls. Dude,
I'm a total sociopath, but I still preach a little sympathy on this issue.
You're not a total sociopath. How dare you? How dare you pose?
But no, I'm not. But
women, the feminists will call you that, though, right?
Well, I think
that's some terrible thing, especially by the male feminists. Trying to get that
social
social brownie points.
Oh, I love
warm
them.
honey.
I love them. I love them.
Oh, the warm honey of the
male
women's regard.
Have you ever
my favorite.
Have you ever see somebody? In their Twitter profile? Like
Hashtag
male feminist.
Hashtag, I'm like, they usually don't write male feminists.
God, no, just feminists. Just feminists. And I'm like, oh God, how long's it been? How long's it? I just want to know. I want to ask them how long's it been, and they're like 2 months. And I'm like, no, how long's it been? 2 years. That's it. That's why you're a feminist. But this. What they don't understand is the kind of women they're sucking up to don't even want them. No. You know, women don't want men to speak about feminism. They don't want allies, because no man's ever going to be good enough to speak about women's issues. This is the crux of identity politics. Modern feminists don't want men. They hate men. Stop sucking up to them. The only way you're going to get them is to neg them. The only way you're going to get them is to say, you are a ridiculous fucking whore, and I'm paying you no attention whatsoever.
And that's how you get them?
Well... it's worked for me.
I don't know if that works that way, man.
Okay, maybe not that language, but you know, you're a ridiculous woman. I'm paying you no attention whatsoever, and that.
Joe Rogan has been the share of that guy. Yeah. Wait, no, I can't. Get the fuck out. Get this swarm shit off me. Oh, the shoulders. Shit's getting serious now.
Connected. Channel switched.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuck off. Do I have friends? Do I have any friends? Need a drink of water. Ground zero. Blip. Hallo. Oh, play with some Germans. Vorsprung durch Technik. Tired banana opening ever.
User joined your channel.
Yo.
Are we ready to go?
Yep. Who's your friend?
That's not my friend. Is he? I thought it's your friend.
No.
You want to have him in or not?
Yeah, fuck
Random
him.
guy, I think.
Ready. Ready.
User joined your channel.
Hello.
Hello?
It's definitely your friend. Sounds German.
Let's roll.
All the Germans in TS say hello. Pretty sure it's two. Correct. A little bit of cold. Okay. Yes, George Michael.
Eagle monster.
That was terrible.
Ah.
Grenade.
Pew 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 pew. Pleasure.
Throwing flashbang.
Ow.
Oh my god, man. I'm too good with the deagle.
Mein Gott.
Oh my god.
Ach, mein Gott. Crucifix. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Lock and load.
I'm gonna be.
Decoy.
See anybody, Vladimir?
No.
Okay, I'll go mid.
I think it's A.
Targets acquired.
Nothing B, nothing B.
Grenade out. Laying down smoke.
Oh, one went back.
Counter-terrorists win.
Oops up.
Do you have push the talks out, man? Because your mic is always on.
What?
No, your friend, Ground Zero.
Let's go, people.
So I'm on EG.
Smoke. Throwing smoke. Grenade out.
Yes, George Michael.
Deploying
Flashing.
flashbang.
Oh, last one, main.
Counter-terrorists win.
Dodge Foreman in the building.
I haven't seen anybody, man. What the fuck? I'm gonna do P90.
Trip, where do I know you from?
I don't know, maybe other game?
Oh, aren't you the RuneScape person?
Smoke.
Yeah. RuneScape best game ever.
Laying down smoke.
Solitaire best game ever, man.
Nah, RuneScape.
Grenade out.
Pretty sure more people play Solitaire.
Throwing a grenade. Flashbang.
Ground Zero is gone, man, by the way. Just let you know.
Throwing smoke. Counter-terrorists win.
Man, what are these people doing? I can't find anybody.
Seem to go A. They love A.
Yeah, but then when they go A, they'll go B. So annoying. Hey, your friend is AFK, I think. The Overwatch guy.
Really?
No.
Yep.
Smoke.
Can't trust the Germans.
Laying down smoke.
Ah, he's moving.
Fire in the hole. Throwing
You
flashbang.
want to boost and see if they're in vent room?
Grenade out. Flashbang.
No, not there.
One main,
I'm rotating.
one door.
Oh my god, he was sitting in spawn the whole time. Fucking scared the shit out of me.
Two-way main.
One up, in their spawn. Up one. He is up.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Yo, I'll boost you vents or something on B.
Let's go.
So
let's
you
go.
can rotate faster.
Yep.
I'm smoking off.
Throwing smoke. Laying down smoke. Smoke. Grenade out.
Might be a B, mate.
Throwing grenade.
Hurry up, come on. Boost.
It's B, man. I can hear them B.
Grenade out.
Which is probably the op again. He's gonna get a pick on B.
Where's coming?
A two on A.
Fuck me.
That's it.
Bomb has been planted. Deploying flashbang.
Then quad. One quad.
Fire in the hole.
Oh my lord.
That nade, man.
Throwing flashbang.
You should stick to playing RuneScape.
Defusing the bomb.
You got this.
Counter-terrorists win.
Well played.
Lock and load. Decoys out. Throwing flashbang. Fire in the hole. Throwing smoke. Target spotted.
One open main. One is a door. A door.
Ah, B, 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 another one B.
Target spotted.
One A man, one A man.
How did you not see him on when you went to the door?
I saw the pistol drop.
Ground Zero, can you drop some pistols, man?
Let's go.
Danke.
I have eyes on the
Careful,
enemy.
op watches B, by the way.
No, he's not here.
Oh, good, okay. I'm gonna rotate A.
Back.
One short.
Oh,
2 on bomb. Oh, that peak, man. In main, op.
One more eco, one more eco.
Roger that. Move it, move it!
I'm gonna go A, and I guarantee this time to go B.
Smoke.
See?
One more B, minus 87. Good eco though. Alright, let's win. Yo, that's my SM4.
What did he say?
Grab your
Wow.
gear
Oh.
and let's go.
Okay.
Throwing smoke. Deploying flashbang.
See that though, did you? I went to A and then they went B. It's typical.
Laying down smoke.
2 or 3 towards B.
One A main, half HP.
Flashbang.
one checkers.
On B.
Deploying flashbang.
Could be checkers.
No, it's this one, right? Wait, 25 HP. He's on site, I think.
Well played.
Fucking arse. I'll go away with the open. Watch it.
Let's move out. Throwing smoke. Target spotted.
It's a B, is it?
One is door, one is A door.
A door?
Yeah.
Main, like? Oh, blue door, okay, sorry. One main. One was main.
The out already?
No, no. Just threw a flash and ran back. Nading now. Flashing. One down.
Incendiary.
Could be out, it's smoked. Watch your left, man. I'm watching here. Watch door and stuff.
Man, he's still main. He's main. He's not out.
He has an off now. What? 2 shots to run.
Laying down smoke. Bomb has been planted. I'm defusing the bomb. Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
The fuck did he end up here? What the fuck?
And they play so slow, man.
Yeah, that's you just had to play slow as well. And I will B, I think, this round. Oh no, that guy's gonna be okay, fuck it. B and A, I'm gonna rotate now.
2B, 3B.
I'll B, I mean, sorry. On site.
Throwing flash.
Oh, checkers and T-spawn. Coming onto site, both of them.
Ah, fuck.
Was it eco by them or not?
Yeah.
Buy 3 FAMASes. Why are you buying armor with M4?
Because I fucking want to.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Can you drop me a pistol?
Let's get this done.
You don't need head armor against AKs.
Smoke.
What can you do? Maybe they shoot me with a pistol.
Throwing a grenade. Flashbang.
Yeah, I'm just trying to help you. I'm not being negative.
Okay, thanks.
Deploying flashbang.
One more towards B.
Throwing flashbang. Bomb has been planted.
What is that fucking peak? You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Why would he be looking there all the time? And all three on site?
See, every time I go A, man, they go fucking B. It's so annoying.
Smoke. Laying down smoke. Flashbang.
I think there's one door.
Throwing smoke. Grenade out.
Hey, he's tagged in door for 50.
Deploying flashbang.
Up and AK left.
Sorry. Where's the last?
At their spawn, basically.
Grenade out.
Terrorists win.
I'm gonna wait for a B rush this time.
Let's go. Laying down smoke. Throwing smoke.
It's a B. It's a B, B, B.
Grenade out.
Checkers and Finn.
Throwing flashbang.
B, it's definitely a B, rotate.
Flashbang.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Fire in the hole.
A pistol somewhere?
Hmm?
Back 9 or something?
Yeah, I think. No, there's some SMGs. But I think mostly an eco.
Throwing flashbang.
Probably gonna save. If you got one of your runs. Oh, you just wrecked me there. On it.
Terrorists win.
I wasn't even expecting to be there. I didn't
Patience
react.
on him, man.
Yeah, man. They're playing so slow, it's retarded. Thank you.
smoke. Throwing a grenade. Deploying flashbang.
Is it in B or what?
I got wrecked by one guy, I didn't see any more though.
Okay.
One is check. Still one checker.
No, rotate.
Incendiary out.
I'm coming, stay left.
Fire in the hole.
One on your right when you come out.
Deploying flashbang.
On the left side of the site. Played.
Good half-in.
Good half. Stack 9 rush B.
Let's go B. Go.
Yeah, Tech 9 rush. Or whatever the fuck rush you want. Trip you smoke. Ah, flash.
Throw into the guy. Planted.
It's planted for checkers.
Last car.
I died in 8 man with the pistol. What the fuck?
What? 8?
8 in one
You want
hit.
your
with the
CZ
pistol.
back?
It's retarded.
Yeah, thank you.
I need a Reno Glock Reno for it.
Could someone boost me in mid top?
I boost you to global, my friend.
Oh, thanks.
No problema.
Affirmative.
Two main main.
I'm throwing a grenade.
One right side A main car. Let me go.
It's back there, man.
Come at the bomb. Yellow, yellow. Or throw it to me, whatever you want.
On backside, fork. Oh.
I'm throwing a grenade.
Evan, I think, or short.
1v1.
Thank God, dude. Good job. That was all around from the beginning.
Yeah. Got you an AK anyway. Who wants an AK?
I'll take it, I guess.
Who said that? Who said that?
Over here. Thanks.
Together we can do this.
Boost me again, please.
I'll boost.
Yes, yes, yes.
Global, yeah.
Throw in the flashbang. Grenade out.
Yes, yours, Michael.
Okay, business.
Throw in smoke. Smoke.
He's tagged, he's tagged, he's tagged. Jesus, he didn't want to die.
Planting for main.
Activating the bomb. Grenade.
Naden truck.
One is going main. One is going main. Throw mid.
Terrorists win.
I don't want the scout, I'm gonna upgrade to an op.
Dude, I can drop you an up. Don't buy it. I'll drop you. We got full armor.
Thank you.
Throw in the flashbang. Flashbang. Grenade out. I'm throwing a grenade. I'm throwing a flashbang. Smoke. Flashbang.
One more side. 40 HP. One more side, one more.
You still there? Still there or what?
Yeah, one side.
Ah, come on. Wreck him.
Orbit car, 30
Silly.
HP.
Lost the off man today.
Yeah, I'm taking the attack. I don't have any money. I'll go attack.
Let's go. I'm throwing the flashbang. Smoke. Grenade out.
See if that done that much damage to me, man. 56.
Let's go B. Oh, come.
Ah, we're out on A, man. Might as well stay. Anyone got smoke?
Nope.
I don't know.
Smoke.
Quad one.
Down,
I'm planting the bomb.
Confirmation.
Last one's here by CT. One
I got
HP.
mid.
He's going B. He's saving an up.
let's get his ass. Check our spawn.
Throw in the flashbang.
Nice.
Let's go, my brother.
One white.
I'm throwing a grenade.
First guy was B.
Terrorists win. Guys, I tell you, we kill them all. Flashbang. I'm throwing a flashbang. Throwing a flashbang. Throwing bomb.
Come B, come B.
Coming up.
There is one. Bomb has been flashbang. Grenade. Smoke. I'm throwing a grenade.
He's in mid.
Mid.
Terrorists win.
You using there in the Gav or something?
Hmm?
What weapon were you using there? Ah,
Galil.
okay. Okay.
It is time now, my brothers. Smoke. Throw in the flashbang. Grenade out. I'm throwing a flashbang. Grenade.
Oh, they died, 28 HP. I think he's forklift.
Throw in the flashbang. Terrorists win. We have done it.
GG.
Dead team!
Thank you, kurwa.
Them Russians. One more or what? Huh?
Huh? No, wait a sec. Wait a second.
On what? Phil. The fake Phil. Go or what?
Wait for him to join TS, man. Big impatient German, you. Relax.
Wir haben keine Zeit. Come on, Geld. Geld ist Zeit.
User joined your channel timed out.
Ready. Let's roll.
We're back.
see. Very good.
O, siemanko ziomek, wejdziesz na TS-a? Czy nie bardzo? Jesteś Polaczek, widzę. Bossmeister. Gdzie ten Bossmeister jest? On nawkuje czy nie? On nawkuje, kurwa.
Very good shooting.
Hey guys.
Yo.
Hello.
Go mid? One go mid?
Yeah, I go mid.
Yeah.
Careful, cut is low.
Let's go, my brothers.
Oh my god, I'm first, always.
Yeah, that's shit, isn't it?
One cut is low, one. Tunnel low.
Flashback.
I didn't vent first.
Lost tunnel.
Tunnels.
Let me ace, dude.
Terrorists win.
Nice.
Affirmative.
I'll watch mid.
Got a Reno to the head.
Or at least a tag. Most likely a
Let's go,
tag.
my brothers.
Man, that
Watch shoot the bomb, man.
Yeah.
Give me the bomb and I'll move if you stay.
A is clear, A is clear.
A clear.
Yeah, run away.
One long.
Really? 99.
One CT, one CT. One CT.
CT down.
Blending.
Down back.
Terrorists win.
Down.
Phil, your big bleeding head was in the way the whole time trying to shoot your man. And you took your head off 3 times.
I fake B go A.
Okay.
Take care of yourselves.
One cross B. Another one mid. Xbox. No. 2 CT side. They're all just playing mid.
One down.
Short, 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 behind you, short.
Good call, man.
Forward.
One cross.
I'm throwing a flashback. Burn. Grenade. Throwing a flashback.
Too long, one up.
I'm throwing smoke. Grenade.
The fucking timing.
Short or what?
Short, yeah. I'll drop my op now in mid.
One B. One CT.
One shot, one shot.
One more city. Op
Bring a
city.
bomb, stay in. Bring a bomb.
Pick up my op, man. It's much better than yours. You take the op and ramp up the middle. Never mind.
Me or what?
Who needs a op?
Me, please.
Same assists, yo.
Dave, man, having a good game. Just assisting people.
Victory awaits.
One cost.
I'm throwing flashback.
Xbox. One Xbox, one Xbox.
One pit.
Yes. Grenade.
Let's go. Plant the bomb, mate.
I'm throwing a grenade. I am planting the bomb. Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win.
Hello. Hi, okay, not too bad yourself. Oh, I'm very sorry to hear. Yeah.
Throwing a flashback.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Go B.
Yeah. I'm finished already, yeah. So I'm just... No, I've been last week as well. Just chilling, basically. Yeah. Yeah, I got all the documents I sent off, the contract and all the stuff back that they wanted. And basically, and I filled in the... Yeah, it's a lot. But I done it anyway, and then basically now they said that they're doing a background check, and I have to wait until they tell me whether that's okay or not. So that's what I'm waiting on now.
Last low HP, 10 HP last.
Terrorists win.
Okay. Yep.
We must move. Smoke.
Okay.
Flashbang.
Okay, that's great.
I'm throwing a flashbang.
No, I wish, but my because of the way that I finished up in the last place, basically they kind of screwed me over as well on the pay there, so I'm just kind of take it easy and yeah, I'll be just keeping a low profile, I suppose. Yeah, to enjoy. Yeah.
Come plant A.
Smoke.
Yeah, indeed, it's really nice here. I wouldn't mind being in Germany again for this weather. Yeah, I do, yeah, but the flights are expensive now for the timing.
Like 1 HP, I think.
Yeah. I had got a question for you actually as well. With the they sent me the thing for the onboarding is to go into the UK, and they said that I'd arrive on the Monday or whatever, and if I need to be there on a Sunday, maybe to arrive early to let them know as well. But obviously, since I don't know if I passed the background check or whatever yet, then so I just didn't say anything to them yet, and I think once I do, then I'll say that. But they didn't say anything about like how they organise like a flight or trains or anything like that to the place. I don't know. Okay. It's early in the morning. It's 8:45. I have to be there somewhere. Yeah.
Move it.
Long tunnel. One.
Yeah, I've done that a few times. Not my favourite thing to do.
One shot.
Okay.
Smoke.
Yeah. Well, my old colleague was in the French Legionnaire and everything, and he got through, so I don't think there's anything I've done in my life that's that extreme, so. Yeah.
I'm throwing smoke.
Yeah.
One more B. Let's go.
Right on bomb site.
I think it was the UK anyway. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. It's just kind of HR department-y thing. I don't know. Yeah, that's good start, yeah. Okay. That's great, yeah. Alright. And sorry again about your grandma. Alright. Alright, well, take it easy, bye bye. Sorry man, I was on the phone the whole time, so I couldn't say shit.
Flashbang. Flashbang.
I'm on A.
Okay, I'm coming in now. From long, yeah?
One city, 40 HP. Coming A.
Is there anyone long?
I didn't so long, maybe next to go. One on A for sure.
I'm throwing a flashbang.
Let me peek. One long, yeah? That fucking timing, man.
Where?
What you saw
He's on the box.
Throwing a flashbang.
Did you smoke or did it? What? Yeah, he was there. Last one was long.
Smoke. I am planting the bomb.
Could come short by now, man, I don't know. Yeah, I'd say he's probably short. Oh, and look, did you tag him there?
No.
It was right through his fucking legs.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
You need a drop.
Let's go. Flashbang. I'm throwing a flashbang. Throwing a flashbang. I'm throwing a flashbang. I'm throwing smoke.
Down mid.
One B.
One A, two A maybe.
Third one on there. Maybe I think there's CT area.
One long, one long.
On the run.
Not anymore, you went to plant the bomb. Oh, fuck me, man. I hate the A game, I'm so bad at it. She can see you, you can see him, man, from below.
Throwing a flashbang.
Expect ramp.
Oh, what the fuck?
He's all the way there with the fucking AWP, man.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Let's go rush B.
Someone drop me, please?
Me too, if possible.
Come on, let's go.
Thank you.
Rush B, rush B.
Smoke. Flashback. Throwing a flashback. Grenade.
Two window, one bomb.
What the fuck? 95 and 6 hits behind the bomb. Wall, hold him wall, George.
Back. He's 12
Tunnel.
HP.
Wow. I literally had a fucking musket warrior, man, and he didn't die, man. 95, I don't know, 6 hits. Point blank range.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Go slow mid there, yeah.
We will defeat the mercenaries. Smoke!
True smoke, I get wrecked. Cool.
It's one of them.
Flashback.
He's on A, dude. Shot clear.
Flashback. I'm throwing.
That was 2. Two middle. CT.
Grenade. Throwing a flashback.
It's my phone, throwing flashback. No, man. There's an op on.
One shot.
This trap for real.
Oh my lord.
Take the op at least, man.
Long coming.
How did he get this guy at the back?
Don't know, man. I have no idea. Lucas on my side this game.
We will make them.
Let's use B. Every time we go B, we take the bomb. Just need to hold it better.
I'm throwing a flashback. I'm throwing smoke. Throwing a flashback.
One wrong.
I don't know where you're going, eh? You always get wrecked on it.
He's still in the middle. Oh.
Come here, shot.
What's your back?
CT.
Blending.
One long.
I'm throwing a grenade.
One short. One more short.
Yeah, I know.
The bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Go B. As Red said, go B.
I'm going B with the bomb, so it's better following. I'm just running
So
in.
that we may be free. I'm throwing smoke.
double door. Get the bomb down, get the bomb down. One needs to watch tunnels, Watch tunnels, you're both watching window.
Tunnel.
Right, open at the window, man. Open window. What place, Georgie?
You need pistol? Drop either.
I can drop, I think.
Let's go.
One cost.
Why don't you use that?
2 pass.
What did you say?
2 B.
Flashback.
One CTS.
Throwing a flashback.
Big clear, yes?
Yeah, let's go B.
What?
Yeah, not clear.
Good info, guys. Good info.
Fucking come.
I'm going long. Someone nade long with me.
Don't get caught in there.
I'll go with you.
Where?
Move it.
Long.
Grenade out. Fire in the hole. Throwing flashback.
B.
B.
We're coming.
Deploying flashback.
Oh, they're all just chilling.
On an 8 long now.
No, you don't. Doesn't really matter on this side now. They have armor now.
They're gonna go B again.
Let's go.
One middle.
Grenade out.
Two middle.
One's out, middle. Outside middle. Went back in. Over door.
It's tight.
Oh, sorry.
One tag CT heavily.
God, that spot.
CT, last one, tagged heavily. Coming middle.
Yeah, what is your pre-fire?
The women.
Move it. Throwing smoke. Smoke. Grenade.
Two middle, too short. Too short.
Flashback.
Maybe more, sounds like more.
I tagged 62.
City by
Dropping the bomb.
Wait for me, I'm going long.
Shouldn't be able to push mid like that. Holy fuck.
Okay,
Oh, blind to the bat, Aion. Last one, A-bomb.
Go defuse, go.
Defusing the bomb.
He got the kit, he got kit.
George, you pick up my M41S and give it to me? Because you could probably buy next time.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can you drop? Yo, which boy?
Thanks. Can someone boost me short?
Yes. Go, go, go.
Thank you.
Laying down smoke. Flashbang. Grenade out.
Burn B tunnel somewhere.
One middle, and flashed.
Grenade. Throwing flashbang.
Tagged short. On A.
On box close though. Oh, where did he go?
40 HP, one long. 2 on A, one long, coming long.
Pit.
One
Oh.
pit.
Alright, lads.
Deploying flashbang. Terrorists win.
You boost me again, I'm just gonna go fucking short.
Oh, I got a gun.
We're wasting time. Let's go.
Thanks, man.
Roger.
B flashes on smokes.
I'm no longer watching mid. Mid is open. Oh wait, I heard a mid. Yeah, one mid.
Oh my fuck off.
Short.
Throwing a grenade. Throwing flashbang.
They all on A?
Bomb down long, bomb down long.
Counter-terrorists win. Throwing smoke.
It's not exactly enough for that.
Middle, 2 middle, 3 middle, 1 middle.
Grenade out.
Yeah, he's tagged heavily 94. 3 CT, 2 CT. Oh, pistols, pistols.
Flashbang.
On B side, planting, 2 on side. Why did that flicker just leave me?
As if there's 2 of them! fucking 8 assists, man.
Oh, the first time he has an up.
Smoke.
Too long, too long. 3 long, 3 long.
3 long. 4 long.
Ah, that's smoke there, pal. How can I tag someone 69 with a scout, man? It's unbelievable.
Bomb has been planted.